Hi everybody, we're now going to learn about market failure and what that is. I'm going to give you an overview first of all before some more detailed videos after this. So market failure is where you are using the market like this with the price mechanism to allocate your resources. And this leads to a misallocation of resources. So it's where the price mechanism results in a misallocation of resources. So this means that, for example, in a free market economy, if it's a pure free market economy, there's no government intervention. Firms supply what they want to, consumers demand what they want to, and we find the equilibrium point where the quantity demanded is equal to the quantity supplied, and we have a price and a quantity at the equilibrium. And if there's no government intervention at all, this is allowed to go ahead. So this might be selling cigarettes to children of 8 years old, because you say, well, there's the demand for the product, the producers are willing to supply it. This is the price that they're willing to pay. It could be anything that's damaging to the environment, damaging to people. It could also be that you've got too much of something being consumed, or you don't have enough of it being consumed. What if this product here is fruits and vegetables, and the quantity being demanded is equal to the quantity being supplied at this quantity? And actually it would be better for society if more of it was consumed. So these are just some examples. So it's resulting in either under consumption or overproduction, or it could also be that you have underproduction of something. So there are three main types of market failure that you need to learn: information gaps, under provision of public goods, and externalities. And there are two types of externality. An information gap is where somebody doesn't have enough information. So there's not enough information to make the best decision. So this is where somebody has a gap in their information. They don't know enough about something, and either they're going to consume too much of something or too little of something. So underconsumption, but maybe you'll have overconsumption of something. So for example, if people don't understand the negative effects of drinking alcohol and they drink a lot of alcohol, it will be bad for them, but it's because of an information gap. Also, it might be that you don't have enough information about a product you want to buy, and you buy it and actually it doesn't give you very much utility. The second one is public goods, and the fact that we have under provision of these. If we leave some products to be supplied just by the market, by demand and supply, we don't have enough of them. And that's because some goods and services, so some products, can be enjoyed without the consumer paying. So there are some things that you can take advantage of without having to pay for them. So, for instance, firework displays, you can enjoy looking at a firework display from your house. You haven't paid to go and see it. That's a public good. And also, it might be that businesses are thinking about providing a public good, but actually there's no incentive for them to provide it because it doesn't make a profit for them. So there is also no profit motive for firms. So this would be another reason why there isn't enough of them being provided. The third type of market failure is where you have externalities. Externalities, as we'll learn, is where you have a person, or it could be a firm, doing something. You imagine they're inside a bubble, but it actually has impacts on third parties. So it might be doing this positive thing to a third party, this positive thing to a third party, but some people outside the transaction, people outside, might be negatively affected, or the environment might be negatively affected. So if you just allow things to be provided using the price mechanism, you might have a lot of something being produced, which is generating lots of negative externalities. So really, we've got overproduction of that product, and the price mechanism is failing, it's misallocating resources. Or if somebody's doing something and it has lots of positive externalities, but this quantity is being demanded by the consumer, if this is generating a lot of positive externalities, really we'd like there to be more consumption of this product. So at the moment there's underconsumption or underproduction of that product. So positive externalities are where we have a positive impact on third parties. So they're parties not involved in the transaction, they're not inside the bubble. Negative externalities are where something is causing a negative impact on third parties. And in all of these examples, we have got the price mechanism resulting in a misallocation of resources.